Hi everyone. Tomorrow is Earth Day. Well, tomorrow for me when I'm making this video is Earth Day. And Earth Day is a day when we can learn about some things we can do to take care of the earth and some other reasons about why we should do that. And last year what I did for Earth Day was I did a couple of games and activities, and you can find that video. It's posted if you want to go looking for it and do those activities. But this year, what I'm going to do for Earth Day is I am going to show you some things you can make with recyclable items in your house instead of putting them in the recycling bin. Although if you're putting them in the recycling bin is also a good thing to do with them. These are things that you can make with the stuff around your house to use up some recyclable items and just be creative, because it's really fun to let all those creative juices flow. All right, are you ready to see what you can do with the stuff in your house? Okay. So first you see this one here. He's been in a few other videos. And this is an old oatmeal container that I have decorated to look like a penguin. And you see, I'm using mine for early literacy tips, but you could use yours for anything that you wanted. Just decorate. It doesn't even have to be an animal. It can be whatever you want on your old oatmeal container, and then you can use it as storage for whatever you want. You can use it to play games, or maybe you put in nice things you want to say about other people, or you could use it to store art supplies, anything. But just, it's an old oatmeal container. You can just be creative with an old, or this one, as you can see, I have not decorated mine, but here's an old tin can that I am using to hold office supplies on my desk. So you can decorate yours to look like whatever you want. You could use paper or paint, whatever you like to use the best. And then all it costs you is the cost of your tin can with whatever food is in it once it's been washed out and clean and decorated, and then you can store your office supplies. Okay, do you ever eat lunch in a paper bag? Probably not. You might not, but if you do, or if you get a paper bag from somewhere, this is actually, let me stick my hand inside the bag here, the puppet. You can make puppets out of paper bags. You can also make puppets out of socks. If you have old socks, you could do that too. And this is a great way to use up just other random craft supplies you have around your house. And if you don't have craft supply, you can use markers or pencils or anything that you have to decorate the bag and make a puppet. And that uses up some supplies that way. And this one's really cute. I happen to like this one a lot, which is really just decorative more than anything. But for this one, you would need some adult help. But if you cut the bottom off of a plastic bottle, then you put it on some paper and you trace around it, and then you add legs and a tail and a head, you get a turtle. And you would need some adult help with this one to cut the bottom off the bottle. Here's the turtle's shell. You can use that up. You could make a big one out of a 2-liter bottle. You can use this size. You can use different sizes of bottles, different colors of bottles. And if you happen to have craft foam at your house and you use craft foam instead of paper, it will float in the water. You can make yourself a bath toy out of an old plastic bottle. And I have one more thing here. This is less of a recyclable thing and just more of a time to get rid of it thing. If you have an old t-shirt, you can make a scarf out of a t-shirt. And all you have to do with that is you lay it out flat, and then you cut it into strips, and then there'll be long circular strips which you then stretch out. And then you take one of your strips and cut it so it's not a circle anymore. It's just a strip. Then you wrap it around the rest of your strips, tie it together, and you have a scarf made out of an old t-shirt, and it's kind of a fun looking scarf. And you can use one color for your t-shirt, or you could use 2 different t-shirts like I did with this one. And it's a really easy no-sew scarf made out of old t-shirts. And it's pretty fun. It's a good activity that you can do as a family or with your friends. And you can also make tote bags out of old t-shirts without even having to sew. You just cut strips from the bottom and tie them together, and you have to find instructions online for that one. I don't have an example here to show you. And you can find instructions for a lot of these things online. Or you might even come up with something that I haven't even showed you of what you can do with recycled items in your house to reuse them and have a little fun and be creative and just reuse things instead of throwing them away. All right, so that's all that I have for you today. Make sure that on Earth Day you go out and actually celebrate the earth. Maybe just go for a walk in the neighborhood or play in your backyard. And I will see you in my next video next week. Bye.